Welcome back. Episode 16 of Millennialistic.
16.
I'm your host, Brian.
Would you call this the Sweet 16?
You're Xavier. Behind the boards, as always, is Mr. DJ.
Right here, boy.
We just got done with our guest for episode 16, Mr. Langston Hughes. We've been talking to you guys a lot about it with the episodes leading up. What we didn't know, guys, is Langston was going to bring the homie Spliff through. So,
special guest, y'all.
Dude, it was super cool. It was awesome.
The funny thing is a lot of what we were going to talk about with him, I was going to bring up Spliff just like because they've worked together a lot and he's featured on a lot of shit. So I was going to spend a good amount of this podcast also to have him in the studio with us is awesome.
Yeah, it's a good episode.
Before we get too far into it, pause this shit right now. Go to wherever you download your music at. Download Langston's new album. It's called Shades of Hues.
It's excellent. Highly suggested. It's some good stuff. It's not your everyday music you hear on the radio.
Yeah, dude. It's hip hop, R&B. That's Shades of Hues, by the way. Hues. Shades of Hues.
We'll provide some links for you guys.
Oh yeah, go follow him on Instagram. Go follow Spliff on Instagram. He's got a new album. He said he's working on right now. So hopefully we'll have Spliff back on here in a couple months.
Yeah,
and he can talk about that new project that Langston I think is producing a lot of. He said so. Yeah. Very excited for that. Couple announcements here, quick. As always, if you haven't already, make sure you go subscribe, rate, and review our shit on Apple Podcasts. Make sure you follow us on Spotify. Make sure you download our shit on Stitcher and Google Podcasts. And Deej, who did we just get approved by?
Pandora and iHeartRadio. We big time
yes,
now, dog.
Sir.
And,
yes, sir.
We lasted on YouTube too. Also,
wait. Okay, so now that we're on iHeartRadio, does that mean that we qualify or like are eligible for like the iHeartRadio like
tax
podcast
breaks?
awards? No, not
bad.
tax breaks. Like the award? Don't they?
hey, yeah, I'm down with the tax.
Don't they do a podcast award show though?
Probably, dude.
Yeah, we just got on.
Dude, what if we won like Rookies of the Year or something?
Hey,
like
dude,
hottest podcast of the year.
Dude, I'll go to Vegas to collect an award. And that's where they do their iHeartRadio thing, right?
I don't know. I'd go anywhere. Well, fuck, dude. You know what would happen? We would win the award with fucking all the coronavirus shit, so we'd have to accept it like virtually from our house.
Yeah,
we get no cool, no black tie event, none of that shit.
We still wear black tie because we're better than them.
I'd be lame as fuck. Make sure you go follow us. Follow us on YouTube too. Follow us on Facebook at Millennialistic. Follow us on Instagram at Millennialistic Pod. We did go live earlier today. That was fun. That was a fun segment we did with them. We gotta do more of that shit. Because we did
rapid fire.
Rapid fire.
Rapid fires.
I kind of was like, hey, like you can emphasize on reasons why you want to, but the rapid fire thing was cool.
Dude, I think we caught him off guard there a couple of times with some of them.
The last one was my favorite.
You know what's funny though is like how when we were coming up with a rapid fire, I was like, hey, what about this artist? And like he actually already worked with them.
Dude, yeah, that's crazy.
I listened to his music and I was like, dude, your vibe is the same as this dude, and like they actually know each other.
Yeah, dude, it was fun. It was definitely fun to hear him talk about like his influences, like as a kid and growing up as an adult, and then like getting started into music, and then even today. So, pretty much anything that Langston comes out with, dude, I'm gonna be downloading because that's usually good shit. Yeah, always good shit. Let me rephrase that.
Support your music, support local artists.
Yeah, dude, Nashville fucking music.
That's where they all
dude.
start.
A couple announcements. Next week, we have Miss Kiana on. Follow her at Hilarious Key on Instagram. That should be really fun. We're really looking forward to that.
Good
probably
stories.
Go live around the same time, maybe, but we'll have a post up. We'll remind you guys when to tune in. Yes, sir. Follow that. The month of August, we kind of talked about, we may go guestless. We may spend some time just the three of us.
Debatable.
Guestless. Unless Tom Hardy wants to be on. We've reached out to his agency. He hasn't gotten back to us yet.
So I didn't tell you guys, but I hit Tim Tebow up.
Okay. That sucks. I don't really care about him.
Johnny Manziel.
Me neither, but we're looking for guests.
Clout?
Well, no, just we were looking for guests.
That's clout as hell.
Not really.
That's clout chasing. If I've ever heard it, you don't care. But
I would rather get Mark Sanchez.
Megan Thee Stallion, come on.
get her foot to come on, talk about what really happened.
Megan, tell us exactly what you told the police.
Speak to the foot.
But other than that, guys, what am I forgetting as far as announcements go? Anything? Did I fuck anything up this
I think
podcast?
that's it. I mean, you're always fucking.
You forgot to tell them this is the best podcast they'll ever get.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking
Don't
free
sleep,
shit, so don't
'cause-
complain about it.
Well, they're listening, they're not sleeping on, so I don't know.
Oh, this
Maybe
is our
they
first,
listen to it to fall asleep.
Bro, this is our first episode with an outro. So they
Yeah,
have to,
yeah,
you have to listen till
Check
the
out the
very
outro.
end. Check out the outro.
All the way through.
And
Look.
if you don't, you're gonna miss it. But make sure again, go online, download Shades of Hughes,
Little piece of Shades of Hughes as the outro.
little piece of it, little
Little piece of
sampler
it.
there for you. But thank you guys again so much for listening. This has been such a fun
Yes.
episode. Thank you again for Langston and Spliff for coming
Much
on and
appreciated.
spending your Sunday afternoon with us. Thank you guys for listening and sticking with us. This is episode 16 of Millennialistic. Episode 16 of Millennialistic.
Sir.
I'm your host, Brian.
Xavier.
It is episode 16, right? Did I fuck that up?
No,
Yeah, it's episode 16.
Alright, sorry,
You
my
know
bad,
it's
my
hard.
bad.
It's hard, you can count.
So we've been talking to you guys all week with our guest, Mr. Langston Hughes is in the house today. But for the listeners out there, you get a special 2-for-1 because we got the homeboy Spliff in the house today as well. So if you guys did your homework and you downloaded the album that Langston just put out, Shades of Hughes,
him on the
you
tracks.
heard Spliff on some of those tracks. So if you did not do your homework, stop fucking around, dude. Download that shit. Shades of Hughes. What's up, fellas? Thank you guys for dropping by. Dude, thank you guys so much. This is crazy. You're our first like hip hop artist to be on the podcast, which we're excited about because that's
advocates too, so this is exciting.
yeah, dude. We listen to a little bit of hip hop music here and
I
there.
used to be really involved with the local scene. Like we had a blog where you used to go to shows and like highlight people who were like coming up and like. So this is something cool for
First one, this was up.
Hell yeah, guys.
You're welcome.
No, absolutely. Hell yeah. Let's get into it, guys. What would you guys say collectively makes you guys who you are, the gentleman that we see before us today? What makes you guys you?
Really just being who we are, just being, you know what I mean? Music, just
being genuine with it, just being ourselves, you know,
Hell yeah.
doing us, you feel me?
Gotta be genuine, gotta be authentic. That's what we're trying to do here too. People can read through that bullshit. You guys know, if you get on a track, you start talking about some shit you do not know, people can definitely pick up on that. So, Langston, where you from, dude?
I'm from Knoxville.
Knoxville, Tennessee.
Yes, sir. 865.
Very good. Is that where you got started in your music career?
Yeah, yup.
Very good.
Started Knoxville.
There at UTK, mess around a little bit there, or more just mess around in high school?
Well, I went to MT, but music just in high school. You know. I
Yeah.
got serious up there though.
Yeah. What'd you do in high school with it?
Well, music, I started, I was on music from like church and stuff. I had to go, you know, going to church and sister making me get in the choir. So that's where music really started with me. Then I branched out, you know, started being around certain environments and different people. And everything just molded that, you feel me?
Yeah.
So get that soulfulness.
Yeah,
for
for
sure.
sure.
That
Yeah.
background with the church. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, dude, absolutely. Dude, learn that foundation there. Yeah.
You gotta keep that foundation too, so.
Absolutely, and you can still hear that in your music, dude. That's why we love it. That's
Yeah.
why we loved it. I actually asked Langston if we could use one of his tracks on the outro to this podcast episode, and you know what? I'm not gonna say what track it is yet. I'm gonna make you guys
I know
wait
yet.
till
I
the
thought you
end.
already
Yep.
did.
Yeah.
It's gonna say no. We know which one it's gonna be, but
Yeah.
I'm not telling the listeners. They're gonna have to wait till the very end to listen to it. But you are gonna want to listen to it for sure, 100%. So you grew up working in church in high school. Go to MTSU
Yeah.
in Murfreesboro.
Murfreesboro.
Yeah. What'd you study there?
Well, I was trying to study the music business and the recording industry. You know, they got a big studio and it's like a big thing there. But it's hard to get into the program. And they only let like 2 people in per semester.
Oh, damn.
It's like that.
Like 200. Now think about how many kids are in the RIM program wanting to get into that. You know what I mean?
That's I didn't know.
It might be bigger now, but when I was like, I graduated in 2016, 15, something like that.
That was not long ago, so I mean, it's probably pretty much the same. Requirements.
I think it was 16.
Yeah, but MTSU has some legit producers come out of there. Like,
for sure.
Like, especially in the last few years.
There's a lot of just creative people that go to MTSU.
Like, they're not fucking around, man. Because you get a lot of the kids from Chattanooga, from Knoxville, from Memphis, from Nashville that all come together, and then they, like you, man, just study that shit. And
their communications department, like, when I was in high school, I went there for like a tour, and like that state of the art stuff. Then like it's one of the best things in the Southeast. Like, hey, like, you want to come do films, you want to do music, this is one of the schools to go to.
Yeah, it is, for sure.
And I've toured the facilities back like a long time ago, and it was definitely like state of the art for a lot of colleges.
Did JP Blockboy go there?
No. Take Keith, his producer.
Yeah.
Take Keith. That's right, Take Keith. Because we talked about that. Excuse me, I got allergies. We talked about that.
One of the
Take
first
Keith was on that
episodes.
Rhythm and Flow show on Netflix.
Oh, that show's so good.
Yeah.
Did you see that? Did you see that show on Netflix?
Yep.
What'd you think of that?
I thought it was lit, just to see him on, on TV and stuff like that. But the show was cool too.
It was like American Idol for rappers.
I've been thinking about that concept for years. Like, why isn't there American Idol for rap? Like, rap, it's like, alright, so rap and like country music are technically like the most popular music in America. It's like, alright, so
fucking country music.
But I'm just like, why isn't this something that exists? And they made that show, and I was like, finally. I thought the show was really well done. I feel like Cardi B as a judge.
Stop. We love Cardi B on this podcast. We love Cardi B on this podcast.
Dude, we never discussed that.
No,
I ain't gonna say what I thought about that. Hey, it is what it is.
She had a great show with Bonnaroo, I'll say that.
Thing, man, and I love the guests they had on there had the Killer Mike and Lupe Fiasco. People like are really loving rap. I was like, alright, that's cool. They had featured them.
The dude who won, he's dope.
Oh,
D Smoke?
Yeah.
Did you see, he came out and he did the intro for the Conor McGregor Floyd Mayweather fight.
Oh, yeah.
He did he did. It was badass, dude. I think Floyd Mayweather did that again. He had Lil Wayne do it for him one time. That was when he fought Manny Pacquiao. He had Lil Wayne come out and did No Worries. He performed No Worries on his walkout.
Yeah, that's good.
Dude, and Mayweather was just stone-faced the whole time. Just walk. Dude, it was the most badass thing I've ever seen.
That'd probably be a goal, just to walk out, do a song for a boxer.
Dude,
that'd be a goal.
You get fucking paid for that. What's up? You can say whatever the fuck you want. Yeah. You
This ain't the Censored podcast.
Most of our listeners are in like Eastern Europe, Northern Europe, like the Netherlands and
Ireland.
shit. Cool. Yeah. We get about 40,000 downloads an episode just from like the Netherlands and Dublin, Ireland is big for us. But in the U.S., they don't give a fuck what you say over there, dude. You can talk bullshit about it. They don't give a fuck, is what I'm saying. But anyway, so what did you end up getting your degree in at MTSU?
Liberal studies. Because I couldn't get into the program. I applied like 5 times. And that's why I was trying to learn how to mix. Because I started mixing before making music. Like, this was really my first project. You know what I mean? But I couldn't get in the program, so I just said, I'm going to just do liberal studies so I can graduate.
Yeah, no, there you go.
Because it was the easiest one, you know what I mean?
I did the same thing, dude. I couldn't get into business school. Ended up liberal arts and studies, getting like a business study like focus or whatever.
Yeah.
What are the requirements to like get into it? Like,
man, it's just certain. You got to make certain. Like math, you got to make a B or A, and I kept making C's in math.
That's
and then I finally made
That's
a
me,
B,
man. I'm
and
not
I still didn't get
inclined.
it. Yeah, like what? I mean, math does have not really. You know what I mean? Not with music, but
The
I guess
concept.
what you're looking at, you know.
This is how it's set up. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's weird because a lot of people that was in the program sometimes hit me up for like my mixes. In the class, you should be telling me. You know what I mean?
That's funny.
Get me in the program.
I ain't telling you took my spot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, 100%. You weren't there when I was coming up. That's funny, dude. So you worked on a few projects in school. What were you working on then? Is that when you started working on Welcome to Hughesland?
Yeah.
Okay.
Welcome to Hughesland, and that's really the main joint I was working on.
And that's on SoundCloud, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Welcome to Hughesland.
Yeah.
And then about, a year after that, you came out with the chopped and screwed version?
No. So they both chopped and screwed projects. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, nice.
It's Welcome to Hughesland and then the L. Hughes Screw tape. Those are both Chop and Screw. I think I Chop and Screw one of his songs on the Welcome to Hughesland too.
Oh, nice.
All the songs didn't make it because SoundCloud kept taking it down. So it's a lot of songs that was on that project that, you know, just sitting in the library.
Damn. Why are they getting taken down?
Well, at least then there was a lot of copyright infringement and stuff like that. But
like samples and stuff in it.
Yeah, but it's like it's a whole different tangible form of a song.
Yeah.
And I slowed it down and chopped it up. So, but I don't know.
Yeah, because you sampled is that Denzel Washington on the new album?
Yeah.
What is that? Is that from Remember the Titans?
Yeah. Was it? It might have been. I forgot what.
I couldn't quite put my finger on it.
But as soon as I heard his voice, I'm like, yeah, I know it is.
I was like, damn, that's badass. So it's just one. Yeah, it's one of those where it's like it adds value to your song, but it's not like you're ripping that idea. You know, it's fucking 8 seconds. Like, and it's not the point of the art. I don't know. That shit, the copyright shit and all that pisses me off, dude. Because people get too greedy with that shit. You know what I mean? With doing chopped and screwed music, I was gonna ask you about some of your influences growing up. So I'm assuming we got a lot of Dirty South influences there.
For sure, definitely Dirty South. Everything down south, but you know, also growing up, also had the old school, also had the island music because some of my people from the islands. I had like a lot of different music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Definitely.
What'd you grow up listening to when you were like a kid?
Really, whatever my brother played in the car, and he put me on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's how I was.
That's cool.
Older brother?
Yeah.
How much older?
He 32 now, so he older than me by like 5-6 years.
See, my oldest brother's like 7 years older than me, and that's why I think honestly I have a better taste in music than most people my age, is because I listened to what he was listening to. Yeah, and it was a little bit ahead of my time. So what were you listening to?
Well, he was playing. You know, I grew up on like Lil Boozy, like the old Lil Boozy, Webby, like old 3-6, like
that good shit.
Old Tennessee Southern just bounce. You know what I'm saying? So
absolutely,
really
Project Pat.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely, dude. That's crazy. So then, as you kind of got, you know, you grew up, you started going to college, you know, you're tasting music. Who kind of started influencing you as you got into music? You know what I mean?
It was just different people I met around here, honestly. And then a lot of music started becoming like repetitive. You know what I mean? Like it didn't really. I just couldn't listen to it.
Yeah.
So then I started listening to different people like Little Dragon, the Hicks. Like those are people.
Little Dragon, like the band?
Yeah.
Dude, I love Little Dragon.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I mean?
That's a lot of indie rock. So that's cool.
Anderson .Paak type stuff.
Yeah. We're gonna ask you about Anderson .Paak, dude. We love Anderson .Paak, dude.
Yeah, that's influence for real.
He's amazing,
bro. We saw him at Ballroom, what,
16. No, yeah, 17.
17. We saw him at Ballroom one year. They all kind of merged together at one point. Dude, my God.
Was he on the drums and shit?
Oh, he was like
everything.
Like the Free Nationals and all of them.
Yeah, he had
Free Nationals. Yeah, Anderson .Paak, Free Nationals, dude.
He put out 2 albums back to back that are both just like amazing. Like, dude, like back to back, like months apart. Like, okay.
He played like right at sunset as the sun was going. He started at like maybe 4:30.
No, Sturgill Simpson played before him, and he started at like 4:30.
No, Sturgill Simpson played after.
It was at nighttime. It was dark.
Yeah, it was dark.
Oh, was it?
I thought Anderson .Paak opened up for Eminem.
Anderson .Paak was a nighttime show.
Yeah.
It was like sunset though. Yeah, it was definitely daylight when he started.
No, it was definitely nighttime.
No, it was definitely nighttime.
I know this for a fact though because I found all this fake money and I was like, dude, when he plays what's the
DJ
song?
did it.
What's the song?
Bubbly.
Yeah, I was like, when he played the song, started throwing
bubbly.
It was dark as shit.
I'm gonna get canceled. Fuck.
We didn't play the song. It's cool. We love it.
No, dude. Have you seen his Tiny Desk concert? His NPR. Dude, love that shit, dude. I love that. So, we're gonna talk to you too about doing Three Stones Blues. How did that become? Because that's another project you guys worked on together. Yeah. Oh shit. That's a rough topic. Never mind.
Not a rough topic at all.
On to the next.
We're talking about doing the next one actually.
No shit.
Yeah, Three Stone Blues Part 2.
We was honestly
like last night.
Really, last night on the phone, we was like, bro, we gotta do Three Stone Blues Part 2.
Yeah.
Like
now is that on SoundCloud too?
Yep. Yeah. And it's gonna be on iTunes just because, when we put it out,
we were just like this shit just incredible, bro.
Yeah.
it was just
It's a
like
vibe. Like ain't nobody really making music like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, 100%.
And if they are, it's a select. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and it's such a growing, especially here in Nashville. Like
Yeah.
blues is coming back for real, and like the jazz scene is growing for sure, 100%.
I love that too because a lot of I feel like so many like artists are like trying to be so trendy. It's like I want to make stuff that's like hot and brand new. It sounds like everything else. It's like he's like get your own flavor a little bit. Like
That's what Gambino did.
Yeah.
and
With his R&B
I-
album.
Yeah, that's why I respect that so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that shit was crazy and went into a whole different realm. Now you play guitar on that, yeah?
I didn't play the guitar on that.
No? I thought you played like bass on that.
No, I'm learning how to play bass.
I'm a
I
liar.
didn't play. That was for the photo. I would, you know what I mean? Ain't count, but I'm learning
That's
how to play
hilarious.
bass a little bit, but I didn't play no instruments.
Yeah.
that was actually me.
Yeah, he was
On the bass?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, that was
shit.
you holding it.
Oh,
Yeah, I wasn't
shit.
on it. I was sitting on the bass, yeah.
Damn,
That
so
was me on it.
when did you start learning how to play bass? As a
Yeah, you
kid?
can play. You know how to play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Forever?
It was really, I mean, you know, I was going to the classes and shit for like a year or so, like a couple of years, a year. I was just learning, trying to pick up new instruments, but I always been around it because my granddad, he knew how to play bass and stuff. So
Oh yeah, dude.
I just pretty much like watching him how to play, and I'm like, damn, that shit look big. So you know, I try to learn how to play, and I know how to play. So now, you know, I got my fingers right, and I know how to play by ear. You know what I'm saying? Really just can't play like y'all put some notes on
Free to nose.
I can't do a lick of it. But if I play like by ear, I'd be like, play the pentatonic scale. I could just rip it, but I ain't
Hell
played
yeah.
it so long. Man, so.
Dude, I'm a sucker for a funky ass bass line, dude.
man.
Like
Every
any
time.
genre of music.
Yeah,
That's what I'm missing hip hop now. I feel like motherfuckers are missing that funky ass bass. They got the like bass down, like they got a banging beat.
It could be a banger.
Yeah, but it's not
I need a
guitar bass.
It's not the guitar bass. Like,
Yeah.
that's the
Oh yeah, dude, I miss that shit, dude.
There's
Motherfuckers.
people still keeping it alive a little bit here and there. Like,
Yeah.
it's definitely around. So a lot of people are like tossing me like, oh, like I hate rap these days. I'm like, maybe you just turn on the radio and you're just like not like
Yeah.
stuff, but you dig. You can find
Yeah,
some
maybe you need to
old
search
still
harder.
exists
Yeah.
I really
everywhere.
do. Yeah.
You
Yeah,
can find it.
absolutely. Who's influencing you today?
Shoot, people just talking about this nigga right here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Definitely Anderson .Paak. You know, Cole. I love like reggae music.
Yeah, what
Yeah.
kind of reggae you listen to?
So just really
Whatever.
a lot of you know what I'm saying, a lot of his, you know what I mean, his sons and
Yeah, I got into reggae big in college.
Yeah.
So now I listen to a lot of like Pete Tosh
Oh, yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
The Burning Spear. Like I love roots reggae music, dude.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the old, like that Rasta shit, dude. Which I think a lot of
Heavy
that,
dub.
dude. Yeah, all that shit, dude. Well, a lot of that roots reggae shit, I find. I guess I was saving this segment for kind of the end of the episode, but it's relevant today, dude. You know,
Yeah.
you hear Pete Tosh and you hear the Wailers and you hear some of these other talk about the oppression that they've been going through for 400 years at the time.
Right.
And now it's fast forward to 2020 and we're at the state where the country's at today. So it's
Right.
I'll go back and listen to some of that shit, you know, and it, like I said, it still correlates today, and it was made in the 70s. You know what I mean? It's
That's
crazy.
that music that live forever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
No age.
Who's your favorite Bob Marley's son as an artist?
Ziggy.
Yeah.
I'd say Ziggy. Yeah.
Ziggy is good, just like space out. It's so calm, dude.
Yeah.
His song Dragonfly, I always love that song. It's just,
You just feel it.
yeah, he actually came out the new album somewhat recently,
For real?
I
ain't
think.
heard if you
I'm not
did.
familiar with a lot of this stuff. I know, of course.
He got one song that's really popping with that. What's that artist?
Oh, it was 2018, I guess.
Wait, then he come up with a new song. It was, I think it wasn't Ziggy. It was,
First Dame, wasn't it Dame?
I think it was Damien Marley.
Damn, wasn't making some.
I saw Damian Marley at Bonnaroo.
For real?
Seen
With
with Nas?
Skrillex.
With Skrillex?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Skrillex.
I saw Nas one time.
The song with
wasn't-
Skrillex.
That
It
wasn't
was.
the one that recent. Was it?
No.
was that?
No, that was
2014.
That was
my first
2014.
year.
He was right at. They went up right after Ice Cube.
Was it daytime? No, it's nighttime.
Yeah, it was nighttime because Ice Cube
never
played
been to-
Sunset,
I've never-
and
Dude,
then
you gotta go.
Oh yeah.
You gotta go, dude.
Prep, we got you, dude. Like, you want to go? Like,
For real?
We'll go.
I'll be there.
Oh, yeah,
we
go.
rolled with a big group.
So
every time.
How long did you stay there? Like
the whole time.
I stayed the
Whole
entire
weekend,
time.
dude.
Like I rough it out. Like there's showers and stuff there too. Like it gets hot, but like
it's an experience. though.
being immersed in that world is so special because you can't do anything else like that in the real world. Like
Right.
if you there's city festivals, you go like to a festival, hang out, see some shows, and go back to the hotel. Well, when shows are over, you walk around and there's 100,000 people out there walking around partying. You meet people from everywhere. Like people are out there wilding, and just like you meet some interesting characters. Like it's nothing else like it.
Yeah, it's like every time I try to plan to go, I always back out at the end because like damn, I know I'm gonna go. I'll take a couple hits of acid and die.
There's always like one or there's
always a few. There's always a few.
one or two hits.
You went out at Bonnaroo. That's a good one. No doubt. That's a good
There's
one.
like one or two a year, but like that's a possibility. But you gotta take care of yourself. You gotta know what you're doing out there. Like,
Yeah, we got enough
you do.
people that know what they're doing.
Yeah.
We all
like,
take
it's
care of
just
each
straight
other.
If y'all went and
like,
looked with us, y'all be so
Yeah,
good.
y'all be Gucci.
I swear.
we have
Next time
motherfuckers, dude. They put a camp together like a Ritz
America
Carlton.
gets
It's
their
crazy.
shit together so we can
do
start
it.
going to concerts again.
Yeah.
Like,
Wear your fucking face mask, DJ. Look at you, DJ.
I
DJ
got
don't look
one.
at
Where's
face
yours
mask.
at?
Dude, I got mine here just in case,
That's a
you know.
used mask.
Throw in my pocket. Just
Nah,
sounds
you're
like,
cool.
you know,
We're at your guys'
Yeah,
discretion. We're cool
I
without
brought
them.
it.
If you guys
just
are cool
ain't know
without
what y'all
them.
wanted to do, so I
we
brought one in case
disinfect
y'all wanted one.
Yeah, we disinfect everything before we get started and whatnot. So we should be.
You brush your teeth, bro?
Fuck yeah, dude.
me
3
too.
times already,
we
bro.
good
That's the secret. You gotta brush your teeth. Don't spread the virus.
That's the secret. Brush your teeth.
These motherfuckers out here ain't brushing their teeth and spreading that shit.
Hot take. Millennialistic podcast. Take care of your fucking oral hygiene. No, okay, so go back to reggae music. I'm not letting you guys distract me from a reggae segment. Have you guys, I'm assuming, have listened to the Nas and Damian Marley album?
Distant
Relatives? Yep.
Dude,
that's like one of our favorite
that
jams.
song
Like, that's
there,
our Patience.
Patience is one of my
Yeah.
favorite songs like ever. Like
Goes so hard.
that song is like phenomenal. I got to see him perform Bonner 1 year or two. It was a daytime show. It's super hot out there, but like they killed it. Nas is he's amazing.
Yeah, I see. I never really listened to Nas a whole lot growing up. Cause
We got
Illmatic, one of my favorite.
best
bro.
album, one of the best albums of all
The
time.
first two and like Hip Hop Is Dead. Like,
Well,
Hip Hop
here's
is
my
Dead, one
problem.
of the first albums I ever listened
dude,
to.
he's
So when I was a kid, I listened to 50 Cent. I was a dedicated,
Didn't we all?
diehard
Didn't we
G
all?
Unit soldier. And when 50 Cent said, "Hey, we're not listening to Nas," and Nas is a bitch. Okay, then that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. Same thing with Ja Rule. I dropped that motherfucker like a bad habit.
I mean, that was a good decision.
I quit listening to Ja Rule.
Yeah.
I quit listening to him after he lost that race in Fast and Furious.
Dude, I love that 50 Cent got famous off of like kind of talking shit, but now it's like all he's
that's
still
his
doing.
thing now. Like,
Dude,
that's
did you
all
see that
he's
shit
got.
with him and Will Smith?
Oh no!
Always message Will Smith. Yeah,
Bro, he was
Yeah,
a
he like
clown,
messaged.
right?
It was probably. I didn't see the video.
He said,
I ain't seen a video.
He was like, "Hey, are you good?"
"Thanks for your concern, brother." Whatever. And he's talking to him. He's like,
He's like, "Wait, one question though."
He's like, "I'm gonna let dude blow Jada's back out like that." He was like, "Man, fuck you, dude." Oh my god, dude.
Dude, that
And
shit's
people-
so funny.
People have been making like mock ones too between like Will Smith and different artists, just trying to be funny. And I'm like, man,
Dude, I feel so bad for Will Smith.
I do
though.
too, honestly. Like,
Somebody
I think
gonna
Will
come out
Smith
and hit
doing his
delete
thing,
Britney
too.
Alone
You
shit
know
with
what I'm
Will
saying?
Smith.
but like when you see,
Right.
but when I saw a video footage of him talking, like he just looked so hurt.
Yeah,
it wasn't like
he
a,
was hurt for sure.
it wasn't like an open relationship kind of thing. Like,
No,
He just looked
it seemed like
confused.
he was just like, oh, this woman.
And you're the
Yeah.
best actor ever.
Yeah.
Like how? Like what more do I need
He
to
wasn't
be?
acting there. He was
Like
really
what the
bad.
fuck?
He,
Like
he wasn't acting at that.
Oh.
No.
He's like, tell him,
He was
Jada.
like in a
Tell him, Jada. And I was like,
he said, tell a relationship. You know what I'm
oh,
saying?
dude.
No, he was really.
I feel
mad.
bad for
He
him.
was really
And the
pissed.
dude was like 26. Jada like 50, bro.
yeah,
You know
It
how
was
them older ladies
Jaden's
are?
son.
Yeah.
I mean, it was Jaden's friend.
yeah. And they're like,
Like,
he's like on the record label, isn't he?
I don't know. I've actually never
Probably
heard
not
any
anymore.
guy's music either. But
Oh, I
like,
guess I seen him.
yeah. So no.
He had like maybe 2 like hit songs. He was a star.
I was gonna say,
though.
I know
He
his
was a
name
star.
from
Like,
music.
you see him, like a lot of girls liked him and shit, so he was a star. You know what I mean? But his music wise, I think he only had like 2
He
2 or 3 hits.
he did a few features, I
He's so
know.
childish right now.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Did you,
he brought the whole thing up like that was
Oh no,
unnecessary.
he just recently just dropped a song, him and Rick Ross.
Oh,
called
God.
Entanglements.
No.
He knows what he's doing.
Trifling.
We'd play it on here if
definitely
it
knows
wasn't
what
for
he's doing.
copyright.
Alright.
I mean, if you're
Will
looking
Smith
for
starts
clicks,
doing
that's the
diss
way you
tracks, I'm
do
about
it.
to
Is just
trip,
stir the pot.
Dude. A Will Smith diss track with no cuss words in it would be like a family-friendly diss track would be the best thing ever, dude.
Can't cook worth a damn.
So I'm coming home and I see a guy and he is sleeping with my wife.
Oh yeah,
Dude, it would be so good.
definitely coming up in this cookout.
That's fucking hilarious, dude. Alright, so I was gonna ask you too, because I do want to talk to you about definitely the new album, but before we get there, you brought in Spliff today, and we know you guys have been working together for a minute.
Yeah.
You know, so tell us, how did you two meet? We were kind of talking about that off record, but walk us through that story.
Shoot. We kind of just met off through Bernie. You know what I'm saying?
Burning. It was really honestly they had an extra room, and it was pretty much like some Destiny shit.
Yeah, facts. We was living over at Union.
Mm-hmm. It was really some Destiny shit. I lost a crib. Well, I had another crib. I lost it, and was pretty much just staying at our friend's house that we know, KT. And he was that's where the first studio was at that I was really coming into. And Track, like I said, Track Will, you know, he came, he was the engineer, he was mixing our songs. He was like, I got a producer, and you should meet Bernie Instagram. So we got real cool, and Bernie was telling me about LP, how they was staying over at Union Boulevard at the house. And they was like, well, we got an extra room, you know, you interested? And I was like, fucking right.
Just moved in and shit.
I moved in then.
It was a wrap.
So you guys were roommates
Yeah.
right from the go, before you even worked together musically.
Yeah, facts, yeah.
Yeah, fact.
That's
We were
crazy.
roommates, like, so we was just,
That house to the other house to
yeah. We didn't plan on, like, linking up to do music. He just kind of, like, moved in, he was doing music. And then I was, like, mixing and
That's
shit.
convenient.
You know what I'm saying? Then, like, we,
Shit, that's supposed to happen then.
yeah, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? So,
Yeah.
really how we linked up.
So what was the first like project you guys worked on together? Was it that Three Stones Blues?
Nah.
what we say? Tree Shading 3 songs?
Yeah. Yeah, because one of the albums didn't come out that we worked on together. We worked on that. What was that joint called?
Wages.
Wages. So it was for
Wages.
this project, and it was called Wages. That never came out. But then Tree Shading 3 Stones came out, and that was the first project. Yeah.
And that's how we came with 3 Stones.
Yeah, the 3 Stones.
3 Stones.
Then we came with the 3 Stone Blues. And, you know.
Right on. Now who's the third stone?
Hey,
Because there's
listen,
3 of you.
I mean, it's a lot of with that 3 Stones is like more than 3 people.
It's 4.
But it started
There are
with
4
3
people.
It's 4, yeah. Cause look at
But yeah,
that.
3 on the cover art. We were
Yeah.
talking about that because we were confused.
Initially, what it was like me, Spliff, my girl Ari, Ari.
Okay.
That's actually my girl, and
Oh,
and then Ev, the other person that was on the cover, and then you know we just
Ev, yeah.
you know what I mean.
Okay.
Yeah, because 3 Stones is really like it's a symbolism.
Yeah, the symbol. Yeah, he'll tell you about that, John.
Okay, so 3 Stones is pretty much what I came up with. That's really my thing, and it's based off Tree Shading 3 Stones, and Tree Shading 3 Stones is really what it is. It's back home, the tree, it's like shading 3 tombstones. My mama, my brother, and my great grand.
Damn.
Yeah, so Tree Shading, but we all lost our.
Yeah, we all grew up without our moms and shit.
Grew up without our
So it was like
Damn.
we just kind of named it like
Three
the Tree
Stones.
Shading 3 Stones.
That was like a connection you guys had,
Yeah, facts.
even outside of music.
Yeah, that's deep, dude.
That's some deep shit, yeah.
Damn.
Tree's trilogy.
The tree is like our family shading that type.
There really is some destiny, y'all.
Damn.
Yeah.
Just off of that too, you know.
That's
yeah.
crazy.
Okay.
So Spliff, where's home for you?
Columbus, Mississippi.
Oh hell yeah, dude. Okay, very good, very good.
Lived out in Jackson 2, North Side. I live.
Dude, so do you listen to a lot of Mississippi rap?
Oh yeah, we got Big Chris.
Oh, Big Chris.
Oh, Big Chris, that shit.
Dude, he turned me on to Big K, dude.
I love Big Chris.
Big Crit is the GOAT.
We got the photographer in the house. Welcome my beautiful wife, Babs, everybody. She's our social media director.
Photographer.
Or at least that's what we tell her. That's what we tell the IRS on our taxes. Photos, we're doing the live video. We
At
told
2.
everybody at 2. So we just need a couple photos for now, but make sure we look good this time. Last time I looked ugly as fuck, and I'm blaming it on the photography.
I mean, we were all masked up too last time.
Yeah, dude, absolutely. But anyway, sorry, quick break before we post some Instagram photos there. Howard Spliff, where you at on Afro Man? How do you feel about Afro Man?
Like the.
Sorry, circling back to Mississippi hip hop.
Yeah,
Sorry, I got
was gonna say,
distracted
that
for a
was a
second.
real
I got
off the
distracted
wall
for a second.
question.
Sorry, because that was Afro Man was like the first, and no, not the only, but first Mississippi rapper I really started listening to, and I feel like kind of started a wave for that a little bit.
Oh yeah, Afroman, like Cold 45, David, that's all we need.
Everybody knows that song.
Yeah, we did that, and I remember when I remember we were growing up. When I first heard Afroman, he made that diss track of everybody. He was just talking about
Whack rappers.
yeah,
And all the whack people that download their whack music.
yeah. That's when I first heard of Afroman, and I was like, yo.
He's calling everybody out.
Yeah, bro, like,
Dude, I love Palmdale by him.
Yeah.
like, that's crazy though. When you said Afroman, you said he was from the city. Honestly, I thought that motherfucker was from Cali.
No, dude, he
Palmdale.
yeah, he moved out to Cali.
Moved out to Cali.
But he grew up. He
In
grew up,
Mississippi.
yeah, in like
I didn't
Deep.
know that either.
I
I
ain't
was
deep
listening like
Mississippi.
that.
Nobody said Afroman. I was like, damn, for real.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And like I said, Big Crit. I'm trying to think
David Banner, he from the
Yeah.
But we grew up with like David Banner. Oh, shout out to Slim Pusher.
Yes, sir.
Slim Pusher, Jackson, he won Jackson Legend, him,
Shit,
and
Nate
Soulja Boy
Dogg,
from Mississippi.
Soulja Boy.
Basically,
I did not know
Yeah.
that.
He from
Yeah, he from Batesville, Mississippi.
That man was wild.
Damn, I did not know
Ross.
that.
Yeah.
He came. I did a 2009 playlist.
Rick
the
Ross,
Joker?
Nate Dogg.
Oh, the Joker.
Bass
The
drummer.
Joker's really
The
good.
Joker.
This song
I
dope.
listen to him.
Yeah.
I remember he's putting out he put out something when I was in high school.
Yup.
Yeah.
That's one of the time I heard him.
Rick Ross, he from the city, but he
I do this for fun.
can't come
Part
back.
one.
Yeah.
That shit was
Wait,
popping back in the day. Yeah.
Okay, wait. You said Rick Ross from Mississippi but can't come back? Why can't he come back?
Because
We
he's
can't
Rick
say that on a
Ross.
podcast? Okay, all right, fair enough.
Yeah.
Because I thought he raps like New York now. Does he stay in New York?
Nah,
Did I make
Or
that up?
Miami, dude.
I ain't never know
Miami.
Nate Dogg was from Mississippi.
Oh yeah, Nate Dogg, he from Mississippi too.
I ain't never
Rest
know
in
that.
peace. Rest in peace.
Yeah, Nate Dogg, he from Mississippi.
R.I.P.
Randy, Snoop, of course. Yeah, we got.
Mississippi
Yeah.
got
So
some
Snoop,
ways.
Snoop's was born there?
Nah,
Yeah,
Snoop.
No, he's really from the Delta. Mississippi.
Oh, damn.
I would say there's people. I heard him say that in the interview. There's people from there. I guess he's from there too,
You
probably.
know, he was living in
LBC.
South Carolina, and then he moved out to California, correct?
Yeah, something like that. But yeah, he was really he was born in the
Yeah.
Delta.
Dude, that's so interesting.
Yeah.
Because Ludacris grew up like 45 minutes south of me in Illinois. And moved to Atlanta when he was like 9, I think. Or like 10 or something. But then we ran a track meet and these kids were like, Ludacris went to our school. And I was like, no, he didn't. Like, that's not what he says in his songs. So that's interesting. Okay, that's actually interesting. I want to ask you guys about. Where do you guys claim on a track? Like, what do you say is your hometown now? Do you claim Nashville or do you shout out Knoxville?
I mean, I don't even really speak
Really?
on I might say certain things of like growing up, but it's Knoxville. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's what people know me from and stuff. So
Yeah.
I just say Tennessee because I lived in all of them.
Yeah.
Family everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Tennessee, Memphis, Chat, Knoxville, everywhere. So
Yeah,
Nashville.
and Murfreesboro is really hard to rhyme with and put in music.
Too. Murfreesboro, I feel like Murfreesboro is like, the place of, really a place to be though. Like as far as music and because of MTSU. It's a lot of people who met people, you know what I mean, that you know what I mean?
It's a networking spot. Yeah.
People come from all over to go to school there, so it's like a really good place. It's a good mixture of people from all over, so it's like finding like talent like that, it's like all right.
A lot of good young talent.
Yes,
Talent,
much
different
potential,
styles.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause those are the kids that are making hot beats right now. It's the 17, 18, 19-year-olds.
I'm
that are on
13.
you know
I'm
what I
trying to
mean?
learn how to do right now. So
I know a 16-year-old right now, like literally like down the street from our house right now. Just you want to think, young white boy glasses, just thinking, play soccer, man.
Just making bangers.
Man, making hits, bangers.
That's
Yo,
awesome.
bro, I got this one for you. You want it?
Hey, I seen Hustle and Flow.
and did you hear it's like you made this?
Yeah, I'm like, bro, you just make this.
Well, like, what you use? What's your dog, bro? Like,
Right. When he started, he had like no computer monitors, no nothing. He was just making them out them
Headphones
like,
and-
iPhone headphones, just wired ones. Yeah, bro. And we just
so he's got an ear
That
for it
is
too.
nuts.
Top of, like,
You got to if you're doing it
Then
no
you send me, I
visual.
play, it was like everything's like mixed to the right levels and shit. I'm like, bro, what the hell?
That's what's up, dude. That's cool.
Dude, that's all I'm saying. They're young, and that's what's always gonna
Contact
push.
with that kid.
It's
Like,
just
yeah.
crazy. Like back in the
Push
day,
himself too, and like help him network.
Oh, fuck him.
Oh, yeah.
He's taking your spot. Fuck that kid. Buy beats from Langston. I'll fucking run up a merch. No, I can't say that on a podcast. Fuck me. We're counting down the days till we get canceled on this shit. It's,
it will be
we'll just
Brian's
replace
fault.
You, bro. Remember?
it's bound to
dope.
happen.
Me and
Because
DJ
here's the
together.
problem is we listen to other podcasts with like famous comedians and shit, and they can say whatever they want because they're famous and thousands of people listen to it. But I don't know if we play by the same rules with
We will eventually.
the FCC or whoever that is. I don't
yeah, it's
know.
the FCC.
Whatever fucking government agency is looking out after us. But anyway, okay, one thing we want to talk to you guys about too, hot topics and recent current events. I want to know your guys' thoughts. Yeah, DJ, put in the breaking news sound effect.
Yeah, sure.
What do you guys think about this Tory Lanez shooting Megan Thee Stallion?
Dude.
So allegedly,
Y'all
for
know
our
about
listeners,
Yeah, I
allegedly
knew that.
Tory Lanez shot Megan Thee Stallion in an SUV
In the
and
foot?
fled from the SUV. That's all we know for a fact,
I
right?
didn't know that.
I'm telling you.
See, I
they
just
went
heard about
shopping
this yesterday.
and She talked some shit about his shoes. He was like, "What? Oh, fuck your shoes." I'm just kidding. I don't know.
From what I heard, I thought the glass went into her foot, but I didn't know she got shot in the foot.
She initially said that. I read that she initially started to say that and then went back on it like, yeah, he shot me in the foot. And then she came out and was like, I was intentionally shot, but like, and then like try to like keep hush. Like, I don't know. There's something weird going on for sure.
So she don't want to snitch, but she trying to tell.
But she did. She did.
She's trying to dry snitch.
I'm finna say dry snitch. Yeah.
Dude, Xavier told me about that. He's like, yo, did you see your girl got shot? And I thought he was talking about my wife. I was like, fuck. That's the problem. I was like, who? So I checked. She was still there alive. So that was good. But he's like, no, Megan Thee Stallion. And at first, I thought when he said she got shot, I thought it was like some real gangster shit where like she was out shopping, somebody pulled up and like pop, 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 pop. And like she was out like unconscious in the ICU in a coma
She
for like
was
48
walking,
hours.
She
And
was
it's some real
chilling,
gangster
man.
shit. But now, and then I read the story. I was like, oh, she got like nicked in the foot. That's not
So
really that gangster.
So what about that rumor that was leaving Kylie Jenner's house?
See, I seen something that it was.
She's supposedly there. There's another
That's how
witness.
I found out about it. Was
Yes.
I seen something saying Kylie Jenner was the reason Megan Thee Stallion got shot.
That
So
bitch
I
is
was like,
in on
wait,
it.
what the fuck happened?
That bitch is in on it. That's the shit that's gonna get us canceled.
Yeah, that's that shit.
He shot her in the foot though. Like I don't understand that.
That Kardashian curse.
That's some petty shit.
No, we don't. We keep everything raw and unedited on this podcast. I think we've edited like two words.
episodes.
Not-
And
yeah, but like
it's
two
just
words
a word
out
or
of-
two
yeah.
out of each.
That's pretty much it. We pretty much keep it. Well, because like I said, dude,
Yeah.
people in the Northern Europe, they don't give a fuck, dude. So whatever, it doesn't even matter.
And the people here, we don't give a fuck.
That's right. That's right. So you work with Spliff a lot. Tell us about your boy Freddie Cash.
Cash. Yeah, I work with Fred. That's my dog. He from Nashville too. You know what I'm saying? So he he on that trap. You know what I'm saying? Trap music. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
But he got a couple songs ready to come out. But he's just still plotting.
Yeah. You said he's kind of switched into family mode. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, very good.
You gotta do that. You know what I'm saying? I actually got a little boy on the way, so.
Yeah,
congratulations.
I ain't letting off the brakes with the music, but I'm just, I'm happy about it.
Yeah, there you go. I was gonna say, dude, congrats. I meant to actually ask you about that off mic. Yeah, how far along's your girl?
She is 5 months, so.
Okay.
Yeah, 5 months now.
Nice. And you guys just celebrated your 2-year anniversary, is that right?
1 year
anniversary?
Yeah.
Nice, dude. Congrats on that, dude. That's good. So the last, years have been a little bit crazy for you, yeah?
Man. It's been a lot. But
That's
it's been
crazy.
Less than nothing. Say less. But
Yeah. Well, you said you're keeping the pedal to the metal with the music, yeah?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Is that pretty much what you're doing full time now, yeah?
Yeah, for the most part right now, you know what I mean? Especially during the COVID, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been living off of it.
Yeah, dude, that's incredible. You said the new album's doing pretty good?
Yeah, it's doing pretty good.
Shades of Fuse, go download it.
Yeah, Shades of Fuse.
It's real nice.
Good, man.
Pause this
A lot
shit
of
right
different
now.
vibes on there, so,
A lot of
I feel
different
like it
vibes,
flows
dude.
together very well though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
Appreciate it.
the intro, like the production on the very first song. Really have it hooked, but it's a lot. I feel like the music on that is a lot more. It's a lot different than the rest of the tracks, but it wants you to listen. It makes you want to listen for more though. Like,
Yeah.
I really liked it.
Thank you.
It was real cool.
What's your favorite track on it?
I got 2. It'll have to be Freedom and probably Gravity.
Dude, Freedom was my favorite, dude.
Yeah.
I told you, I messaged you that, and I think Freedom, they're just the lyrics. I told these guys that dude, that's like the message that we're trying to do here. Like we're trying to get this message out with this podcast to where like this is what we do full time, and we can talk about what we want to do, and we can be as creative as we want, and we can say what we want, and get paid
That's
to do
what it's
it.
about, man. Like I made that song like as soon as I quit my job type job, and then I moved to Atlanta. And I was living in Atlanta. I just moved back recently. Well, I'm back and forth between there. But when I left there, it's like I felt free because I started my own business, and like I just like the freedom of
You're
you know
in control.
what I mean?
It's
Yeah,
like,
controlling.
somebody else, yeah.
Facts. And so that's kind of how this song came about.
Nice.
Yeah. When did you start working on that? Would you say?
That song or the project?
Just the whole project, yeah, the album.
Man, I've probably been working on this project about 2 years, maybe longer.
Yeah.
Because I never intended for it to be a project. I was just gonna make songs, you know what I mean? Because people didn't really know I make music like that. So I was like, man, I don't know how people gonna take it. So over the years, the songs came, and I was like, man, I'm about to put a project together.
Yeah, I did. I kept telling him, I'm like, bro.
Yeah, a lot of people kept telling me
Quit
just
sleeping
do
on
it.
yourself, man. Do this shit.
Yeah.
Yo.
Just do it. Bro, LP just don't know. He be putting like limitations on his own self. Like
Yeah, I be hard on myself. I
He
ain't
trying
gonna
to
lie.
cap himself. I'm like, damn, bro, you got it. Just, yeah, you sleep better than me. I be.
Ain't nothing to it but to do it, you know?
Yeah, man.
Hell yeah, dude.
I had to step out of my little bubble. You feel me? So.
Yeah. Would you say this is, I don't want to say biggest project, but would you say this is like your most
Yeah, this one.
sophisticated maybe? I don't know.
I care about this one. Probably gonna edit all the music I'm gonna make. I probably gonna care about this the most because it's like the first one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, well, okay, so you
I even
consider
put-
this your
I got it
debut
on
album?
vinyl too, so.
Oh, no
Yeah,
shit.
that's
Bro,
Shit, I'm gonna have to
bro,
give
I
me
might
one
have to
now.
grab a copy. Yo, we
Yeah.
got a record player over there, dude. We spent some shit.
Still waiting on mine.
Yeah, I started a record collection, I don't know, maybe a couple years ago, and I started doing like a contemporary hip hop. So I got a lot of like Kendrick Lamar, pretty much. Well, I mean, really everything from like 1990 forward. So like I got the
So
Chronic.
you got some Biggie in there.
Yeah, be a little bit of Wu-Tang Clan, just pretty much whatever, you know.
So,
It's hard though.
After your album, I really like Seasons Changing. Like
that was one of
that
my
song-
favorites.
That song like spoke to me because like I've had definitely the past like 5 years I've had friends I grew up with that I was super tight with and things just changed on me like
Man.
it just felt and like out of nowhere like man I was listening to this like man this resonates with me hard like
Yeah, that's what's up, man.
It's-
Thank you.
Patience.
That's a real
Patience
one,
was my
dude.
favorite song.
Patience.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's me and my dog.
yeah that one's good too man it's all really good actually
Yeah,
but that
whole
song was
album
like
is-
Season change.
I wasn't even gonna put that joint now. I wasn't gonna put it on there because it was like I really struggled to put it on there because like I know my man's gonna hear like, but it's like I need to put it out there.
Yeah.
I need to. I didn't want to offend nobody. You know what I'm saying?
it wasn't like a diss track but
It wasn't
like,
a diss track. It was
on
like
my
this.
chest
Yeah,
like, I
like
gotta-
this really happened.
yeah
I seen this. You know what I'm
I
saying?
feel it man I felt that
I was like, man. my wife, she's like, you gotta put it out there because it's your truth. I was like,
it sounds good too. Like,
yeah,
it was definitely needed.
Definitely.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you too. How many songs did you have put together that you didn't put on the album? Do you have any that are?
Yeah, I probably got about 4 on that.
Okay, unreleased.
Yeah,
maybe.
We'll play some music. We got some music. Like I'll play a song or something.
Are you gonna do an extended version at some point and throw those on there? Or?
Probably not. I ain't gonna lie.
Like singles, like just like, hey, like here's a little something else working on that part of our project.
Yeah.
Tupac it. Save all those files. When you die, me and Spliff, we'll go upload them up. We'll keep doing albums. We'll do 14 albums,
You
bro.
sound like he's plotting over here.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying. You gotta be prepared.
What you trying to do, Brian?
But trust me, I'm white as fuck. If something gotta happen, it's not gonna be for me.
I got you, bro. Your state.
I would be you ever seen the movie Horrible Bosses?
Oh,
where that guy's gotta hire the hitman to like come kill their boss?
It's like Charlie Day from What's Always Sunny. The boss is it's crazy.
Isn't it Jennifer Aniston as the boss?
Yeah. That would be me if I was looking for a hitman. They did a second one that was not that good, but the first one was fucking hilarious.
Kevin Spacey was like the asshole boss.
Oh yeah,
he was like the worst.
It was a good cast. It's funny, but anyway. There's a scene in there where these 3 white dudes try to hire a hitman, and like Jamie Foxx hustles them, and that would be me if I ever needed somebody.
Like a full head tattoos, like his entire head.
Motherfucker Jones.
I won't say too much, but it's good.
Yeah, dude, you got to check that movie out for sure. So who are you guys working with right now that's up and coming that people need to be listening to besides yourselves, of course?
Local artists, like who's
coming up in Nashville right now? Your boy, the 16-year-old nerd in the neighborhood. DJ.
Locally, what? Been working with Mikey D.
Yeah, I've been working with like Michael Da Vinci. You know, me people like I know Isaiah Rashad.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, sure, it's a lot of people.
My boys in the
city, like, especially like y'all know Tim Gent. He's super dope.
I know Tim Gent is.
Yeah, you know. Okay, so you worked with Isaiah Rashad back like early in your career, right?
I didn't technically work on his music. This was one song, but I never came out with Mikey D. But I never worked with him like at that stage now.
Cause you
knew him.
You knew it? Yeah. Well, you knew
So I told you before we started doing the podcast, I was saying like some friends back in the day started like a blog, and we did a lot of different genres of music, but we primarily focus on like hip hop, like local artists. So my boy Matt Miller, I don't know if you know Matt Miller.
Yeah, Miller.
Yeah, you know Matt Miller. So he's he managed Isaiah Rashad. Now he was out in California, but I was one of good homies, and we started this blog together. And we started doing our own things, and I stopped doing the blog, and he was like, yo, like, I'm moving to California, I'm working with TDE now, and I was like...
You got serious then.
I feel like that's where I met you before. Like, I mean, my bad. So did you know, like, his roommate, the guy that played the guitar all the time, and he always, like, fucking with him and shit?
And the girl was she was a cheerleader for the Preds,
Yeah, and you know, we would be in his dorm, and it'd be like, kill two.
So he lived in he lived at a house.
That's crazy.
Off Northfield here. Yeah.
We always joke that this motherfucker knows everybody. If you know somebody, he knows
it. I was looking at him when I came in, I was like, man, you look so familiar.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Okay.
Yeah. He's super. Matt Miller is a good homie of mine.
I met Matt, fun fact, when we lived off of UN Boulevard, which... Y'all might have even been at that house before. Like, we threw the most craziest parties up there. Everybody's
popping, dude.
That whole block was popping.
Oh my God, what year was this?
It was like
2010, 9?
No, but I heard about them times. But this was like 16. Okay. And Zay actually had a music video shoot, and that's where I met Matt that time because he came there.
I think Matt did the video.
Yeah, he did do it for him, but it never came out. Top Dog didn't approve it or something. But it was lit. It was.
Kendrick was like, nah. This doesn't fit my creative.
It was a dope video. It was like 300 people at that house, literally, in the backyard. It was so crazy.
Yeah,
that was a fun fact, though.
All right, story time. You got to give us you gotta go deeper on one of these crazy ass parties though. You gotta tell me about the craziest. I mean,
Brian ain't never really been to no crazy parties before. He's from Iowa, so he don't know what a party is.
They just hustle corn out there. It's all like different food.
Man,
but I like to hear about parties.
So many different parties, bro. I'll let you tell.
You got a good story? Let us know.
It was really. I feel like was it my doing? Like,
I don't know. I remember your birthday party. That joint was crazy. It was a lot of parties we had.
Oh man, alright.
You only mention any names.
You ain't gotta incriminate nothing.
We're not to the point where you can say anything incriminating. So
yeah, we ain't that famous yet.
Give me the PG-13 version of it. No, give me the R rating. Yeah, go R with no names.
Man, that house got so many memories.
So Spencer. No.
It is hospital.
Okay.
So
Spliff had 4 girls hanging on him.
Yeah, times like that. Yeah, we had like, I ain't gonna stop. We had parties of strippers.
That's what we need in my house.
It was a lot. We had
the strippers.
In the basement had 4 rooms, so it was just like one room was studio, one room people just chilling, getting fucked up and doing whatever they want to do. The other room, it's a stripper pole in there. Girls like. That house had some crazy memories. And I ain't even getting into it.
We had one of our buddies on. He told the story when they used to fucking rage back in like high school or college when the floor collapsed at like their dad's rental property. The whole like kitchen floor
college,
caved in.
Was that Gables? Because I was at a party one time where the floor collapsed on the second floor, like my sophomore year in college.
I think that was.
It was sketchy back in the day. I went to a party out there. There was way too many people in the apartment. Someone stepped on some dude's shoes, and all I saw was a hand go up with a gun in the air, and everyone was just running out like, dude, I'm out of here. And I was just like, what just happened? Like, I'm gonna hear about it later on.
That shit's crazy. You guys want to take a quick ad break before we go to the Instagram live? Yeah, dude, let's pay some bills quick, bruh. Deej, cut that shit. Langston Hughes and Spliff.
Right,
and we are back live again, episode 16, Millennialistic. Langston Hughes and Spliff. Thank you guys again for coming in and hanging out with us. We are live on Instagram, so welcome everybody from our Instagram page. Hi, Mom. Langston, I want to do a fun segment with you that I think you're going to enjoy, that we're going to toss on you because I want your authentic reaction. All right, we're going to play a twisted version of Would You Rather, kind of. So this is, if you got invited we're going to give you 2 artists that want to record a track, but you can only choose one of them. Okay. And I want to machine gun these off to you and see what you come up with as far as,
so. If you want, you can also, go in and why would you want to work with them too. Okay. All
right. Are we ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. All right. First one. Kind of a trick question. Isaiah Rashad or Juicy J? Both Tennessee legends.
Isaiah Rashad.
Okay. J. Cole or Kendrick Lamar?
J. Cole.
Okay. R&B hit Miguel or The Weeknd?
Miguel.
And keeping it timely, Trey Songz or Tory Lanez or Megan Thee Stallion?
Trey Songz.
Damn, dude. all right. That's all we really came up with for now. But yeah, dude. We thought that'd be a good little time. We probably offended half of hip hop there, but sorry guys.
It's a good half.
Fuck you guys. No, just kidding. We've been talking with Langston a lot about your new album. Again, Shades of Hughes is out now on
clever name too, by the way.
Dude, love it.
Appreciate it.
Yep, iTunes, Spotify, Amazon,
everything.
YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube. Tidal.
Oh, you're on Tidal?
Yeah.
Have you talked to Kanye West yet?
No.
It's Jay-Z. It's not Kanye.
Jay-Z.
Did Jay-Z kick him out?
No,
Kanye never part of it. I thought it was Kanye and
It was
Jay-Z.
a Jay-Z thing.
The whole thing behind Tidal, it's like artists actually own Tidal.
It was a Jay-Z and Beyonce thing, I thought.
Yeah,
I thought it was like them two.
And then,
I thought Kanye was on that. Maybe I made that up. Well, again, do your homework. If you haven't already, pause this podcast and go on Apple Music or Spotify or any of those platforms we just said. Download Shades of Hues. Out now. It's one of the best pieces of artwork that I've heard of 2020 thus far.
Luckily killing it. I can't say something else.
Yeah, the whole album just flows.
He was like, hey, because he was like,
every
hey,
song.
I want to put my friend on. I'm like, I want to show you some of his music, and he play some. I was like, okay, I'm fucking with this, dude. Yeah,
dude.
Yeah.
Nashville music is alive and well as long as Langston Hughes and the Homeboys Spliff are still making music. That's for sure. That's for sure. All right, dude. We're gonna do that, and then we're gonna last segment here. I do want to get into just with everything going on in the country, something we've kind of been documenting throughout the course of the podcast, along with just the coronavirus thing, where that's all at is the nation's response to the George Floyd situation. So I was wondering where, kind of getting your guys' thoughts on where were you guys at when you heard that news, and what was kind of your initial reaction?
I was in Atlanta when it happened, and my reaction, I mean, this stuff's been going on for years, but this one's a little more different, but at the same time, it's not no difference.
Yeah.
But I mean, hey, I'm glad everybody, like every race, even people with different religious views are like on the same wave of like, police brutality ain't right. Like a lot of people was on the same wave of that. And it was cool seeing everybody march, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I thought that was real cool.
It's interesting to see other countries get involved.
Yeah, other countries.
I don't know.
Amazing.
I don't know if I've ever seen that in my lifetime.
Seeing them basically have rise to other countries and stuff going on here too. It's like the same things kind of happen over there a little bit too, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Oh, it's happening worldwide. Absolutely.
Even though it's like, I feel like in America, everyone has more access to like being able to film things and watch things all the time. Social media is like gigantic here, so it's not something new. It's something that's been happening all the time, but like
it's just more visible.
To actually, people have the actual ability to see these horrible things go down, and it's just like something's got to change. Like you can't be a police officer and have these things happen that often.
Yeah, and then be with somebody that would even allow that.
Oh, dude.
Right.
Yeah, it's like most people,
dude.
I don't know, it's just too wild. I've said this before, but like there's a quote from, I think it was Chris Rock, was like, how many airlines do you hear about like, oh, most of our pilots land their planes. Like if you did the percentage of like officers who are killing innocent people versus pilots crashing planes all the time, like airlines would be in some big trouble.
Yeah,
it's
not
like
acceptable.
That. So it's got to be the other way around.
Well, and it's like if an airline pilot crashes a plane, it's under heavy investigation. That guy's definitely suspended indefinitely for a minute.
Too, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and probably gonna lose his job. Like if it comes to like probably gonna with a police officer, the fucked up thing, and I think this is where white people are at. Is it's like the police officer that's just this shit happens and they just don't get indicted. Like nothing.
It's just the lack of anything done by the justice system that's
like
a problem.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
And it's like, what the fuck? I wouldn't want to go back to work that quickly.
Even when
if I was
something
that
does
guy.
happen, most of the time it's suspended with pay.
Yeah.
So
no,
like,
absolutely.
go on vacation while we let this ride out.
Yeah.
Let me get in a fight with somebody and go to jail way longer than a cop kills somebody. You know what I mean? Like,
No.
no.
Shit doesn't hurt, man.
It's fucked up. Spliff, where were you at when you got the news or saw the news?
I was actually in Murfreesboro. I was actually working on some music, and of course, seeing on Instagram, and I was just like, I kind of had a feeling that was gonna be the last straw. You know, that's gonna be the straw that breaks the camel's back.
Yeah.
Just with all like what's going on, just with Aubrey first and this coronavirus, and it was just the world, not just our people, but just everybody. It just enough is enough. And it was just like it's time to fight back. Like we tried to talk, we tried to be peaceful, we tried that. Because obviously it doesn't work. So it was just like, I guess it was just time to take action. Not saying that was the right way to do it.
But it's the only way they've truly heard was to get their attention right now.
That's what got heard and got the attention. And
the marches were great for getting the message across, and the problem, there always gonna be bad apples in that type of situation.
Right.
Somebody gonna get a little greedy and do something that's gonna put some bad light, and the media's always gonna blow that up bigger than the actual issue because they on the side of the police as well.
Right. But I wasn't all for that. You know, it'd be like people that's riding and they own like neighborhoods.
Yeah,
like, they own neighborhoods.
Right.
And shit
Like Killer Mike's Killer Mike's speech.
Yeah.
So he was like, "Come on, don't burn down your own houses." Basically.
You own your own house in the neighborhoods. It's like I didn't really fuck with that, but everything else, it was like about like eye for eye. It was pretty much on that type of deal. Like it was bound to happen.
Yeah.
Well, it's a reaction. You know, it's not like it's unprovoked. You know what I mean?
Action, like they said, every action comes with a reaction. You know.
Yeah, dude.
So,
people don't just decide to spend a Saturday afternoon protesting for the fuck of it. Like usually, like that's got to take some, especially with how big of gatherings it. Like that's been incredible. Just millions of people worldwide, dude.
Yeah.
It's incredible. So we know it's probably gonna happen again, unfortunately. But fuck, man, we just gotta have like systematic change for like. If it does happen, I don't know, man. That's the shit that fucks me up.
Here's the thing, though. It's like, with the riots, it's like, all right, we've done marches before. We've had people kneel at sport, like national sporting events. We've tried all kinds of things. So the rioting started happening. A little bit got out of hand. But it's like, now, like, they know, like, enough people have been pissed off about it. Like, hey, this continues. They'll take other extremes. Other extreme measures will be taken as far as rioting goes. So it's like, maybe a lot of these police officers, in situations, will think they'll have thoughts like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna try to build a more common situation so it doesn't escalate to where will I intentionally shoot somebody or I'm way too rough with somebody, you know, it's like they'll get their minds thinking about stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Is I'm tired of the same shit happening and the same result, like of no action being taken on any level. It's incredible. But like I said, it's fucked up, man. I hope things get better, things turn around, and hopefully, you know, that's what does happen in response to this. Because like you guys said, if this doesn't work,
I mean, violence only gets more violence after a certain point.
Back and forth violence.
It's like playing fire with fire.
It's just gonna make a bigger fire.
It's gonna make a bigger fire.
You can only hit a whip. You can only whip a dog so much for that dog bites back.
Yeah.
That's not what we here for.
No. It's all love.
Bring out this good music, good vibes.
Yeah. Hell yeah, dude.
They hit us. Maybe we can, you know,
change the world.
You know, it all starts with a seed. Let's just plant this seed and see one tree grow. Maybe, you know, others will follow behind, planting more seeds.
Really like
wonderful
showing the younger generations, because like that's where it's gonna change the most. As like kids, like I seen a lot of kids, like a lot of people took their kids out there, like of different races, showing them this ain't right, and that's programming on them in their mind at a young age. Like, nah, we the same. Like we, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
absolutely.
So I think that's
especially
really
with a kid on the way.
Hate is completely taught. 100% hate is taught. So it's like, you start from the room when you're a kid, your mind's able to be molded. You know?
Yeah.
So that's always a really good thing.
Has your perspective on some of those things changed since finding out you're going to be a father?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, especially like the way the world is now. Like when I first found out we were pregnant, I was happy and I was a lot of things, but I was really scared because of this was like right when shit was getting bad, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People running to the grocery stores. So in my mind, I'm thinking like, okay, I really gotta be proactive, like thinking ahead for, you know, the kid, my son to come.
Make sure you got toilet paper and shit.
See, I never understood that. I didn't get that shit at all.
I didn't get it, you know what I'm saying?
I still don't.
Yeah.
Fucking boomers.
You gonna find a way to wipe your ass. You know
right.
So I'm saying.
The newspaper comes daily.
Hey, man. I'm still thinking about buying one.
You don't need 700 rolls of toilet paper. Like, go get you 2 packs.
It was like yesterday, bro. I was in Dollar General, bro. This lady, she had a cart. It was nothing but paper towels and tissue. I was like, and like 1 pack of bacon. I'm like,
she knows what's important.
Equal in the toilet paper.
Need to wipe my hands, wipe my ass, and bacon.
Yeah, and it was like all that in a pack of bacon. I was like, first of all, put the bacon back.
I already decided if it gets that serious, I'm gonna buy some 3-ply and D-ply it. Like I ain't buying a bunch of rolls. I'm gonna buy what I need and then make that shit into extra rolls.
Dude, when we get our logo out, I'm thinking about getting toilet paper with our logo for our podcast printed on it, so then we can just order it straight
First
to the
I heard
house.
that.
Again.
Yep.
There we go.
And then while they're taking their shits, they remember, oh yeah, I should listen to the podcast
Man, I was
on
thinking
here.
about
Should we
trying
print
to
QR
make
codes?
a Germex, because that shit gonna be living for a while now.
Yeah, hand sanitizer, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Even like I go to the porta potties work and shit when I'm out in the field, and even those ones are out of hand sanitizer, so I keep it on me now.
Yeah.
Yep, I gotta keep some in the car.
Keep that thing on me.
Yeah, I keep that. Gotta keep that heat on. You guys know how it is. But so what's next for you guys? What projects are in the works at the moment that you can speak of?
We're working on this project.
Yeah, it's still being determined when to release, but it's definitely gonna be one looking for it, and we're pushing for October.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, we're pushing for October.
Now is that a solo album for you, Spliff?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Nice,
very cool.
okay.
You got a title?
I mean, I got some features. I definitely can't speak up on it, but
Yeah.
they definitely from Nashville natives,
Hell yeah.
natives to down to Mississippi, all the way to Georgia.
Damn. You got a title you can
Nice.
give us or not yet?
That's still
Yeah, you can't get all the secrets up front.
Yeah, because cause I had one, but it just haven't been, stamped certified.
Yeah.
yet.
It's my wait till it's like this is definitely
Yeah,
it.
but I mean, it haven't changed yet, so it's still that one. But still, I just don't want to say it. Just
Okay.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
It's definitely not certified and determined yet.
Well, follow us on Instagram. When you got it and it's official, we're
Yeah,
gonna
we'll
share
bring
that
you
shit.
back
Absolutely.
on.
So how much of that did Langston produce for you? Some of it, most of it?
Produce, as in like mixing wise.
Yeah.
all of it.
Engineering, all of it?
All of
Damn.
it. All of it.
So Langston, that's pretty much what you've been doing up here lately?
Yeah, and I got some music coming out too soon. I got a song that's gonna come out before the end of the month. Bow Down. So y'all can be looking for that.
Nice, all
It's
right.
a real good song. Y'all gonna fuck with it.
Okay.
All right. Some West Side connection. Yeah, all right. Fair enough.
Mostly all my songs, and mostly all our songs, definitely most of all my songs that actually like came out, that's on like all these platforms and shit. None but just have LP just mix engineer. I just don't. We just got that energy, just that vibe. I can't have nobody just mix my shit. It just don't sound
That's
right.
cool.
It just don't sound right.
Yeah,
It's just
yeah.
like it's nice, it's cool.
Don't emphasize what you need, like what you feel in
Yeah,
tracks,
it's like
mixing this.
because my voice is so damn unique and stuff
Yeah.
like that I feel like, and it's just like LP just know where I'm trying to go with, and we just been working with each other for years, so he actually just know what's going on and how I'm looking, and we both think the same.
Yeah, it's like you guys have a deeper connection beyond the music, you know?
Right. It's like, we just go out. I know for me, and I can speak for him too, it's like we just go off the vibes in the studio. It's like if I'm in the vibe with a new engineer and the vibe just off, like I just feel like more like a number or a profit.
Just
more
a customer, it's not like
it just throws the vibe off. Like I'm ready to hurry up and just make the song, just get out.
Yeah.
Like that's why I be I try to work with one engineer, maybe two. I tried, and I was like, you know what? Can I just get a copy of that session? And can you email me and Langston that
That's
session?
so offensive.
I know, it is
Me,
so.
I'm different. Like somebody be like, hell yeah, you saving me time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
a lot of engineers they'll be like, man,
Fuck that.
you feel me?
But it was but you gave me that vibe, so it's like you made me pull that card. Like
I get it, dude.
I had to play the card. You would feel me like I was dealt, so it was just like, no disrespect in that, but you might just send it to.
Yeah,
That's
dude.
how it is sometimes.
I 100% get
Same
that.
way when
dude.
you work with if you have a job, you work with somebody, you don't get along with everyone just perfect. Not even like disliking somebody, but sometimes you don't vibe with people. And you work with you do music. I feel like that's even more important than just a regular job working with someone. So that makes complete sense that you'd go through that.
Yeah, there's a whole creative process.
It's not like all about the money.
Oh yeah, it's about the art.
It's about the art. Like,
Yeah, man.
You give it down like the money.
Yeah.
See, we brought you guys on because we like your music too. So we're not trying to bring any artists on.
Oh yeah, fuck that, dude.
Like you're like no, we wanted to like your stuff.
I don't
so,
know how. I don't know if I could do a podcast with a musician or even like a comic that I didn't really like. That'd be weird.
I don't know if that happens or not because it's not like
unless you would just try to talk shit to him.
I guess we kind of choose our guests. Yeah, that makes it a little bit easier, I guess. But no, we always said we didn't give a fuck about the money, dude. And like we're on episode 16, and the money just started coming in, man, out of nowhere. We started getting, we started making like 6 figures last month. I got the house, dude. I'm telling you, it's all the Norwegian downloads. We go everywhere.
They're gigantic.
We go anywhere in the U.S.
Working on
Nobody knows
the
who the fuck we are,
tour.
dude. We go to Europe. We're the fucking Beatles over there.
Yeah,
dude.
playing
We get
in the
off
world tour right
plane
now.
and people are waiting for it. It's crazy.
So y'all been in, so y'all have been?
No, but it's in the works. No, not at all. No, not at all. But shout out to our listeners out in Dublin, Ireland. We
pretty big following over there.
a couple
Actually,
episodes ago, we were fucking around and we've been messing around with social media a little bit, like where to advertise that and that sort of thing. Well, we got this one random listener that lives in like this small town, maybe like an hour west of London, England. So I'm like, fuck it. I'm gonna put like $15 on Facebook to promote this episode, like in that area, like in London.
Just to see what happens.
Next episode we had like 15 downloads from people in Dublin, Ireland. Somehow, I have no idea how it happened. So now we like to think we have a cult following in Europe. But yeah, that's what we're hoping for. That's what we're hoping for. But no, yeah, guys. Dude, again, thank you guys so much again for coming on again.
I've enjoyed this.
If you haven't,
I really enjoyed the music, and I'll share this.
Absolutely.
I already got it downloaded to the phone.
If you haven't downloaded Shades of Hues yet, what the fuck have you been doing for the last hour?
We'll find links, make it easy for you. Click it, it'll be on your shit.
You listened to a whole hour of this shit before you paused and went to actual entertaining artwork. Like, what are you doing at this point? Well, thank you guys again for coming on. We love it. Keep making that music, baby, and we'll have you guys on when that next project comes out.
For sure.
Dude, we would love
song
that.
coming out too.
Yes, absolutely. Bow down. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We'll be sharing that on our story as well. Go follow us and shit. You guys know the deal. Rate, subscribe, do all that shit on Apple Podcasts. Follow us on Spotify. And we just got on
iHeart and Pandora.
Yeah. It took us weeks. I don't know.
We're on Stitcher if you're about that.
Stitcher.
We're already on Stitcher,
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck took iHeart and Pandora so long. Everybody else, we were up in 48 hours. Those guys, it took like
maybe
3
because
weeks.
people try to, I don't know, go through iHeart or it's like super popular.
They're more pretentious.
And I almost failed to mention too. We got an outro song today. That's it's a surprise, but it's called Freedom, and it's off the new album. So check that out on the outro, guys. Again, this has been episode 16 of Millennialistic with Langston and our surprise guest Spliff in the house as well. So thank you guys. God bless. Thank you guys for listening. We love you. Peace out, Nashville.
Seems like a rerun on my 9 to 5, working another man's dream. I can't reach mine. No wonder why we live to die. We left and cried. I guess it's just some ups and downs. We lost our pride, but we found freedom. We found freedom. Going through our darkest times, but we found the light. We found freedom. We living our lives, no longer living other man's dreams. We found our pride. We found freedom.
We found
our lives, we found it in our core. I found freedom in my worth. I know my worth is worth more. We don't fear no more because the devil is a liar. We found freedom in our passion and we start to aim higher. Bittersweet, flying like a butterfly. Snakes in my grass, but we found freedom on that other side. The Lord is my witness, hand on the Bible, we gon' get it right. Put my life in y'all hands, so now ain't gotta fight. Seems like a rerun on my 9 to 5. Working another man's dream. I can't reach mine. No wonder why we live to die. We left and cried. I guess it's just some ups and downs. We lost our pride, but we found freedom. We found freedom. Going through our darkest times, but we found the light. We found freedom. We living our lives, no longer living other man's dreams. We found our pride.